Okay, I have the broadcast going live.
Yay!
All right, now that we finally took an hour to figure this out. Okay, but we're still waiting for. Okay, there's Kendall. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
It says live.
Yes. Okay, so we only need 2 more.
It says live. Can we go to bed now?
This is our group meeting.
And now we're about to figure out how to record. I hate technology.
So, okay. How did you guys click on it? Did it just call you?
We had to accept your request.
Through via email?
Mine came to
No, it's a new conversation group.
Are you typing it out for them?
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need water.
Hey, Danielle's here.
Hi.
Danielle's here. Perfect. Okay, we're live, but we need one more.
We are live.
I didn't get anything. Are you guys on call right now?
I just sent it. We kind of just sent it at the same time, so maybe she'll see. Oh my goodness, this is great.
It says live. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
The little things in life.
So is it recording then as it's live?
I think so. I think so. So I think at the end of the video, when we stop it, it will just like have an option to save all of what we just recorded.
Okay.
Confusing. I'll just send what I said again. Maybe she'll see it. So what did you have to do, Jesse? Just type all our emails in again?
Yeah, I think like because it showed up last time, but I think it only showed up when it was just Kendall and I. So I started this time I had like a start broadcast button at the bottom. So I saw that, I was like, what does this do?
We're live.
And we're live. And then show up, so.
Most of us are here.
We're close. She can do it.
Only you guys can see.
And I couldn't tell the last time I had to like go into my notifications and it said that you like started a conversation there. It wasn't in my conversations.
It wasn't?
No. So I can.
Oh, shoot, she's on her phone. How the heck did I do it? Where'd it go?
I'm on my phone too.
How did you do it, Daniel?
I remember what will happen. I can't seem to find anything to accept. She has to find the. Oh, it's under invitations. Shoot, where's invitations? Ooh, I figured it out. Here we go.
Kendall, the like power team member here.
What?
Like the power team member over here. You're the MVP of the group for the week.
Not a chance. I'm totally backwards because my phone won't rotate right now. So sorry, guys. There we go. Oh my goodness.
Daniel.
I said
Please don't tell me we have a lot to discuss tonight. Oh, you know what? Maybe I sent it to the wrong email.
Oh.
Oh.
Can you add some? Can I still add somebody? Yes, I can.
Oh, good.
It might be the wrong email. Oh, she gave me the wrong email. So hopefully nobody like comes into this.
I told her we will try again.
Here's the email that she just gave me. Yep, I got it. Okay, so I'm gonna invite her now.
Well, at least we're figuring this all out now before our debate.
Right.
Yeah, no kidding.
Did anybody ever ask about the due date thing? I kind of forgot.
I think we posted it on the announcements. We're like module 8 or something.
There she
Oh,
is.
perfect. I
Okay.
didn't even that.
There we go.
Yay!
Okay, I think I put on the wrong email. Okay, I think I got the wrong email the first time. All right, awesome. So we are live. I'm sure whoever was watching this enjoyed the first like 10 minutes of this video. So
It's great.
okay. So everyone's here. Kelsey's microphone does not work currently. So she is a part of the group. I don't know if like you could see, I don't know, we'll just make sure that they know that she did participate.
Yeah. I don't know if it like records our chat, but we can have a chat that's on this specific hangout.
And if anything, I could also, if she does, Kelsey, if you want to enter in the chat message, probably like copy and paste anything or screenshot that you did participate.
Yeah.
In.
Cool. Oh, I see where we're at. Okay, now I see where you're talking about, Ellie. I never clicked on that PDF thing.
Oh yeah.
Now I see. We're all there.
And then I just like erased all of the stuff from last week's log on the Google Doc, so I can type in there for the second log that's due.
Okay,
week.
that'd be great.
Cool. We are all
Thank
here.
you. Now I see everything.
Okay, we're all here. Okay, so for tonight, what are we discussing? The articles that we all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can go through and summarize our articles. I know it kind of ran a little later than I expected, so if we just kind of want to like summarize and at least like mention the main points, I feel like we'll have an idea of if we need people to like go find more research or if we'll have a solid amount. And then someone mentioned in the chat that like we could share articles with each other, so I think we can like create a reference page and we can go in and find like all the articles everyone discussed tonight.
Yeah.
If we want.
I did not get to read some of my stuff to the full like extent of everything quite yet, so I can't 100% summarize everything.
I mean, I'll just try to like summarize the abstract.
Yeah, you even have like some idea of kind of, because you were in home, so if you can like mention like what type of study it was and like what the population was, that kind of stuff, be pretty simple.
I can do that.
You guys want to like kind of go with like in home and call therapy and like have the three people go on a row so we kind of know what we have for each side?
Yeah. Okay. So for in-home, I found a book that goes, it actually was, I think that was the wrong one I just looked up. It's called The Parent's Guide to In-Home ABA Programs. 2 chapters talks about what in-home ABA programs look like and what their intentions are and stuff like that. So that was kind of interesting to see. It goes into like the background and the history of everything kind of. So I don't know if that's something we can use. I'm trying to get it to
6 sources. I think 4 had to be journal articles. So if all of us have enough journal articles, we could definitely use a book for a while.
And I have a journal article too. I found one of each.
Because I feel like for the debate, it'd be kind of like just explain what each one is.
Yeah. I'm trying to open it. Basics of ABA home programming. And it just talks about a bunch of different stuff, like information wise. That's kind of good to get the background of it.
Okay. So a book that would have a lot of like background information.
Yeah.
And then, okay.
Talks about why data collection is important. Stuff. And like ABA lingo and stuff.
that could just be kind of like a good introduction of like what in-home therapy is, and then when we introduce teletherapy, we can do the same thing, just so like the people watching the debate.
Yeah, we have one each.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I had a journal article too.
What was that, Allie?
Oh, and then you had a journal article too.
Yeah, this one was it compared like eating difficulties, and it uses like in-home therapy using the parents, and it compares it to like things that you do at home and how that's useful. It is out of London, so it's not like it's a huge population, but this was a study conducted in the natural environment using parents and ABA therapists. So it was all in-home stuff.
Okay.
Wait. You said it was done in London? Wait, what was the title of it? Sorry.
We picked the same one.
I might have.
It was
What's
like
the title?
functional assessment and behavioral intervention for eating difficulties in children with autism.
Oh, no. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay. No.
Okay, I was gonna laugh if we picked the same one.
Okay, cool. And then did it show that like the results were effective, or like that intervention was effective?
Let me look. Trying to blow it up so I can give you the results.
Sorry for all the questions. I'm just like typing a recap in the blog.
No.
The blog, yeah.
Can't find where it was. And it froze. I'm looking at the graphs right now. Yeah.
Okay.
For one of the kids, for the other, it's kind of not as good, but I didn't get to read exactly like why his wasn't as effective as the other two were.
Okay.
Quite yet. So
Cool.
2 out of the 3.
Since it's a debate, like if we find information that's awesome, and like we can find studies that show that in-home therapy wasn't effective, and then we can use that on like the side of teletherapy. So like either
yes, perfect.
Knowing how to vary it. Cool. Well, that was Kendall. Who wants to go next?
Go next. I found 2 good
All right, I
articles.
just kind of took over.
Sorry. All right, so I found an article. It's called Parents' Experiences of ABA Interventions for Children with ASD. So basically, they did a study on 15 European families who had experience with home-based, mainly self-managed ABA-based programs for their own children with ASD. And then the results highlighted that there was like a very like overwhelming positive impact that ABA interventions had on the children within their home environment. Good like pro in home, or whatever everyone else thinks. I'll let you like gather. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. And then I found another article. It's titled "The Relative Effectiveness of Different Home-Based Behavioral Approaches to Early Teaching Intervention." Let's see. This was like a year-long study, and they did measures of the autism severity, intellectual, educational, and adaptive behavior taken in consideration. Okay, so this one, okay, feel like this is one that I need to reread. But this one like compares and contrasts, I think, like a clinical experience of ABA interventions. And then it takes those strategies and then replicates it into a home setting to see its effectiveness. I think this is more of a brief report. Let me double check. Because results. Let's see, high versus low. Okay, so I mean, it's a lot of more in-depth results, just discussing like each of the different subgroups of autism, like the learning capabilities and
Cool. Both sound really good. Who else had in-home? Oh, Kelsey. She said she was going to type them. If you want to, okay, so we'll skip Kelsey for now. And then if you want, Kelsey, you can log into like the Google Docs and just type in your name and like the sum there too, and I can read them off for everyone. Okay, so then for, there we go, teletherapy. I can go first. So I found two articles, were just like typical research studies. One, their in-home or in-person therapy, which was actually taking place at a hospital, and then teletherapy, and this wasn't for people with autism. The population was centralized on like cognitive rehabilitation, but it was still like the comparison of the mediums of teletherapy versus in-person. And so the pros of teletherapy were that it was less expensive, but only in the long run. There was like a 58% improvement, and it was a lot more convenient for people who were in rural areas. And then the cons were that it's like super expensive to set up. It has to be self-motivated. So the way they implemented it was that they would like send over certain therapy videos that they could watch. It wasn't like Skype or something like this. So they had to be motivated to like actually watch and participate in therapy if they weren't in person. And then there was actually more improvement if they went in person. And then just like all the technological issues that can come with teletherapy or like learning the system. So it may require actually more therapy for the same results. And then the other study was on the effectiveness of teletherapy, and it focused on parent training. So it wasn't actually teaching the parents how to do in-home therapy, but they'd also do the observations through teletherapy. So the parents liked it more than the therapist did. There was like a TV setting at home and a PC at the center or wherever they were streaming from, and the TV was a lot more clear, so that may have influenced it. And then the parents felt a lot more involved, and they highly recommended using teletherapy.
Do you know, can you tell me what the name of that one is, just in case, because it sounds...
Yeah, so it was viability and effectiveness of teletherapy for preschool children with special needs.
Okay, no. But I have one very similar, so maybe I can send that one to you too, because that sounds like it focuses on the parent training.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and so I feel like for the debate, at least we can cover kind of like the concept of teletherapy versus in-home, and then also incorporating how with teletherapy you can use it for parent training, other like
right.
And that would be a benefit. So they kind of just outline like the pros and cons in these articles, and I can post the references online for you guys.
Okay. Okay, so that's really good because I have one that's formative evaluation of an ABA outreach training program for parents of children with autism in remote areas. And basically kind of similar to what you had said, it kind of further research is necessary, but that the fact that for these parents, there was a lot of driving miles saved, and children did find improvement by an average of 41 percentage points. So this might be a good one as well. I think the biggest thing on our end is that I've noticed a trend that there's just over a lack of ABA services. So I think that that's going to be a big focus that we're going to want to put as one of our points. And then kind of like you had mentioned, the importance of parent involvement in ABA. So I don't know if your article presented this, but I have seen a couple that said when parents bought into the program, it was actually easier to then help the students generalize the skills because the parents knew how to do that when there wasn't an ABA therapist there. So I think, so I have a couple, you sent me one that focused on children with ADHD, and that one also had some success, but again needed more research, but is a like basically like everything was saying that this is an up and coming new thing. And then I found a third article on working with children with aphasia, like speech delays. So and again, it said that the review suggests that telepractice is a viable method of service delivery for individuals with aphasia. So a couple articles that show success.
Okay, and then for mine, I have one that it's called Parent Engagement with Telehealth-Based Parent-Mediated Intervention Program for Children with Autism Spectrum Disorders. And this was a study out of Michigan State where it was kind of a pilot study. And it showed as well that it was favorable for all the same reasons, that economically it made sense, that parent engagement helps generalize all of those same type of things. So I have that, and then we've submitted an email to Dr. Fisher here at the U of U to see if I can get in. I haven't heard back from him yet, though, to see for sure. But directly doing this work, he's kind of made his own robot and is pioneering this stuff here. So I'm really hoping we can get in with him.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, and then I feel better if Kelsey is like type it all out. So if Kelsey wants to like type it all out and then send it to us like via the group, and then we can add that into the discussion post.
She typed it on the actual doc.
Yeah,
you
did? Okay, all right. Never mind.
So she has, okay. The first one says, having a child diagnosed with ASD poses a range of challenges to families, many of which can be addressed through appropriate intervention. A study of parental and professional experiences was carried out in relation to two settings: schools that provided intensive interventions based on the science of ABA and non-intensive ABA-based home programs. Results showed that parents whose children attend ABA-based schools are generally more satisfied with their child's educational provision, monitoring procedures, and level of staff training than parents who were not offered ABA-based education in schools. Adapted from the source of document. I don't think I was supposed to read that part. She's changing it. Okay, so it sounds like that one showed that the school intervention was more effective than in-home. That wasn't intensive. And then I think she's typing again, maybe. So while she's typing, do we kind of want to just like talk about things for next week, and then like who's gonna submit this video to the discussion board in our group, and then who will submit the log, stuff like that.
I could probably submit the video since it's under my YouTube account.
Cool. And since I have like the format of the other log, I don't mind. I can submit this one too. It's the last one, so.
I don't have the format.
I'll try and find it.
Okay, because otherwise I can do it too. And then I know we're not supposed to put all, but I'll just list off our names. If we can all like post our APA references on a Google Doc, I can the Google Doc and send it to all of you. And then we can at least like find each other's articles if we want to do
Okay.
Do we want to like start to also come up with some main points, because part of this will be that, in-home will say something and then the teletherapy might address what you say. So maybe if we have some of the main points, we could find, rebuttals to what we say.
Yeah, and so also, I'm not sure how many rebuttals they're going to, because we're doing the non-formal format or the informal.
Okay.
I don't remember what that looked like, but I remember that it wasn't like a typical debate. It was like someone.
I have it right here.
Okay.
So the informal, that you can have more than one person assigned to a role. For example, you may have two summarizers who talk at different parts of the debate. These roles are recommendations, and groups are encouraged to be creative in how they want to present their debates. So there's an introducer, a summarizer, an illustrator, a researcher, and then fielders, and they each have different like responsibilities. So like the introducer is the leader and the organizer of the group. Primary responsibility is to make sure progress is being made by each member on the objective. The introducer also states the point, counterpoint in general, using his or her own words, and gives a lead in for the point counterpoint to by describing the topic and the text to which this particular issue is relevant. The summarizer describes the specific point or counterpoint to which he or she has been assigned. The summarizer may give a brief statement on the background of the specific controversy and any other important information needed to understand the point/counterpoint. The illustrator has the important responsibility of making the point counterpoint relevant to other students through examples, graphs, or in-class experiments. How is the point/counterpoint important to the people in the class, and what is a good way of illustrating the point? The researcher reports any studies having some bearing on the particular side of the point counterpoint to which he or she has been assigned. Some description of the research is appropriate, but mainly the study's findings and conclusions should be presented. The researchers should also note important limitations or criticisms of the research. And then the fielders identifies potential questions that would be asked and creates frequently asked question and answer presentation to end the debate. Any questions regarding the groups, signed, point, counterpoint, or members' presentations. Fielders are also responsible for any important material omitted by any group member. So that was a lot, but that's what it says.
Okay, so we each probably have to pick then one of those roles.
And someone doubles.
And someone doubles. So next week, do we want to pick the roles?
Yeah, that would be good. And
Yeah,
then
possibly. But it also sounds like you need a point and then a counterpoint. so I don't know if like 2 people have to be a summarizer, 2 people have to be an illustrator, 2 people have to be a researcher, and then the field, like 2 people have to be almost a fielder. So you have.
So basically, we're working as
1.
2 different points.
Right.
What if we all did like our own top 3, like, or like we put all of like the positions in order of like 1, like this is the point, or like this is the position that I want in the debate the most, and then we'll kind of just like organize it that way to see if like, you know, I'm just trying to think of like a way that we could all like could equally get the parts that we kind of want.
Yeah.
Like kind of rating which
So
part that we want the most.
Yeah. So if we did like in home had the summarizer, illustrator, researcher, and like the fielder, and people just Ellie, we did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then people just rated what they wanted.
Sure.
You
I
kind of
would
went in and out, so I was filling in the blanks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, I don't know if anybody's opposed to it. I'm just trying to think of like a easier way of trying to like split up the parts.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Like, yeah, so we know what we have to work with. Like this week when we post our reference and like the name of each article, we can also post under it like 3 main points that we can use in the debate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at least know what kind of information we're getting from the articles.
I'm starting a reference page for us right now.
Yeah, I just like shared a random Google Doc with you guys. It just is reference list and that's all, but if you
okay, because I was just in the process of doing that, but
sorry.
no, that's okay. You did it faster. I was copying and pasting, and then I was going to share it, but it all makes sense.
But yeah, if we just like type
So
in
maybe base it off of like your articles or whatever you found.
yeah.
Maybe what parts you
outline is due. So having that information will be helpful to like know what points we have.
Yeah.
And what we'll be able to use to refute it, and if we need to find articles, or like if Danielle, you're able to get that interview, like what questions you can ask to refute like the side of in-home or something like that.
Yeah, I would love on there if you guys have questions that you want me to specifically ask him about
Okay.
this that he does, I would love that. Like to take those with me. So
Okay.
Well, that was mine. Where'd you say did you share us with just a blank Google Doc?
It was like blank, and then it said reference list and just had like name and then 2 references, and then you can just like copy and paste your references in. I hope I put your rating though.
I don't see it, but it could just be.
Did anyone else get it?
I got a link to it, but it said I had to have permission to go in. So I don't know what that's about.
Oh, that might be why it didn't show up.
Okay.
Invitation to edit. Oh, mine worked.
Yeah, mine worked too.
So if I did it that way. So you want the name? I think I just stole over what you were going to do.
No, you're good.
So
I was just thinking, like, know whose articles were whose. You don't need to actually do it like that, if that makes sense.
We can. I just copied and pasted it. 2,
Cool.
3, 5, 6. So then there's all 1, 2, yeah, all 6 of us. And then we can all just add at some point everything on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else? Okay.
Like, can you text her? Huh? Email me. I'm using it. Well, I can look at other things while I'm.
So is there anything else then that we have to do? I'm trying to look.
Hey, is it under the 619 group planning document?
Go to your Gmail and you have to accept her invitation to edit through there.
Right, I never got an email.
It should have been like the same way you were
Oh,
able
you're
to
totally
access
not
the
in
law.
there.
Mine's still saying I need permission. I don't know.
I don't know, because I feel like I did the same thing with all of you. So
How did mine work and that was it?
That's so weird.
I can edit too.
I'm over this and it hasn't even started.
technology tonight is not our thing. Okay.
Technology today? Yeah.
I'm over this and it's just beginning. I hate technology. This is a love-hate relationship and
Oh, man.
So should I what it look like? Are you getting anything at all like that says to allow for permission?
No, and like when I share it with you, you should have permission right away. That's why I'm confused.
that's so weird. How does that work for me and nobody else?
Can you see it?
No.
Here, Jesse, I'm sharing it with you now just in case.
It's weird. I don't know.
I just got it.
Okay.
I wonder.
So, in other news, are we just putting our references on that log then?
Yeah, and then the like 3 or so bullet points, like the points for each article. Danielle, I just allowed you.
Oh,
I'm just go on here.
Cool. So for our tasks for next week, okay, so I can submit the log to Blackboard. Jesse will submit the link to the YouTube video onto the discussion board on Blackboard. And then we will all put the article reference on the new Google Doc and summarize key points. And then if we have any questions for Danielle's interview, we can also maybe just post that on the Google Doc or send it in our group message.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
that
good.
works. What do we want to pick
Perfect.
do we want to meet next Tuesday? Same again at 8?
I think if we just keep it consistent, that would be good. Hopefully it won't take as long next time. I feel like the only person it might be hard for is Kelsey, because I know it's like almost 11 by you now.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so as long as this time still works for everyone.
Yeah,
Holy
that
and
works.
you know how to do it too. Yeah, so that. All right.
So do
Well,
we have to
should we
record every meeting or just these 2 that we had? That's what I'm confused on because of the logs that were due.
I think the announcement said that like we have to submit every meeting we have, but we only have the 2 logs. So this is our final log. But
That's where I got confused because it didn't.
Yeah, but it says that we should be meeting at least what, 3 times?
Yeah.
Okay.
which I feel like we'll definitely
Yeah, I think we're gonna be talking about it.
Okay.
All right. Well,
What?
so I think all.
Also,
I'm just thinking about.
I'll
Oh,
just
go ahead. Sorry.
second summary so that she has her participation on here. So she also has an article on functional assessment and behavioral interventions for eating difficulties in children. The study was conducted in the natural environment using parents. Okay, that sounds kind of similar to the other one. So I wonder if that might be the same as
Mine.
Jesse's.
Oh, mine. The parent one.
Yeah, Kendall's.
It does sound a lot like mine. So we may have picked the same one, Kelsey.
So yeah, that might be the same. But other than that, I think we're good.
I think it is.
Okay.
We did good, Kelsey. We picked the same one. That just means we're on the same page.
Okay. All right. So is everybody good?
Yeah, think so.
So,
Okay.
and you know how to like stop the live and everything.
This is stop broadcast. So I'm hoping once I press that, it'll like pop up like a video
Okay, cool. Hopefully it's safe.
after all.
I'm scared for you.
Cross your fingers, girls. All right. Till next time.
Okay.
Bye.